one is gonna give you award without you being able to consider yourself as fit for the awards. I always had feeling I'm never enough, I'm not doing well. But when I did put forward and I'm getting enough traction, I'm getting a continuous job offers and awards. We should order the universe like a menu card. That's what I've been doing, and it's like a magically it's working around. The manifestation or any achievement for that matter, it is not going to happen just overnight. I believe always when we give back without expecting, we are gonna get it back from the universe, because that's account that we have created, just like saving account. When I do mentoring, I make sure the people I mentor are gonna mentor someone else. I am struggling each and every day, to be honest. Life is very challenging.
It's my favorite time of the week again, where I get to spend a whole day with the money honeys that I interview, and I get to release an episode every single week to you, to your ears, to your room. And I hope this fills you up with so much confidence and positivity today, whether you're commuting or you're in the office or you're working from home. I really hope that this 20 to 30 minute recording really brings either some education or a light bulb moment or some motivation to your day. So I'm Rosalia Lazara-Tilly. Welcome back to the Money Honey Show. And if you're new, welcome. I'm so delighted to have new faces here. Obviously, I can't see you or hear from you. So if you are new, please get in touch. Let me know. How did you find the show? What did you think? What would you like to hear more of? And do remember to subscribe and follow, because you just never know what episode is coming up next, and that could be that episode that changes your life, that episode that changes your business, or that episode that changes something in your mindset that helps you move forward. So that's what we like to bring. The Money Honey Show is all about highlighting the voices and the stories of women in property, finance and construction. So there'll be people from banks, there'll be brokers, there's developers, there's solicitors, and there's coaches as well. So you're all welcome here to tell your story. Now today, speaking of incredible women who are super accomplished and really pushing boundaries and stretching their comfort zone and really supercharging their career, I've got a very special guest from NatWest, and but she's a remarkable woman. She's got remarkable contributions, multi-award winner. She's won Most Transformational Tech Leader of the Year in 2025, Top 100 Women in Tech, Ruby Award Mentor of the Year at NatWest, Leader of the Year in Software Engineering, and I think that's the Women in Tech Awards, and then a Women Tech Network, and She Inspires Awards. Like, she's just showered by awards, and I can't wait to spend some time with her and to find out more about our wonderful guest today, who is, I really hope I say her name correctly, Anjali Nagraj. I'm sure, yeah, she's nodding in the background. I think I've said it okay. But she is currently a global site reliability engineer. I had to really study that word. Passionate mentor, change maker in the world of technology. But as she works for NatWest, she's a perfect money honey fit. She has that AI-driven observation, and then she also has that tech background, and she works for a bank. So without further ado, this is your money honey for today. Welcome, Anjali. Have I said that right?
Thank you so much. Yeah, Rose. Yes, my name is Anjali Nagraj. Very glad to be here.
Oh, so good to have you here. And this is going to be a very short one, guys, a very short power. Anjali is a very, very busy lady, and we've got about 15 to 20 minutes of her time. So this is going to be precious. So tell us, Anjali, what drives you to be such an award-winning superstar?
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much for this opportunity. Really valuable. And I do consider this time that I'm spending is gonna maybe inspire. And I have been listening to your podcast as well, which I have got inspired. Uh, Awards are nothing but no one is gonna give you award without you being able to consider yourself as fit for the awards, right? So that's where I want to say a small story that in one of my organization they conducted a short session saying that you have to always keep talking about your achievement, otherwise no one in the room is going to talk about you. That's when I started thinking to gather all the achievements that I have done and the work that I do outside my work for mentorship, because that's quite close to my heart. Because I come from a very economically challenging background where I have got help, scholarships, and mentorships from many different people around the globe. My ideal is Sudhamurthy and Mahalakshmi from India. Sudhamurthy is wife of Infosys, obviously. She did help me for studies and she mentored me throughout. So that has made me quite interesting to give back to the society because I have taken it. Other than my tech interest, passionate for site reliability and DevOps, observability, mentorship, and making women who are in STEM and also who have taken a break from the career is my main motive to make the women empowerment, which is the reason for my awards.
Wow, that is such a good point because like you said, no one's going to give you an award if someone else, if you don't do it yourself first. You've got to put yourself out there. You've got to put yourself forward for those awards. But how do you do that though? How do you apply for awards, and how do you feel like you've had the success that you've had? Because some people do put themselves forward and they don't ever get awards, just speaking for a friend. And other people don't put themselves forward at all because they think they're rigged, or you have to pay, or, they just don't believe that, awards matter. So what would you say to that?
I think for me, it's awards are something which is quite close to my heart because I wanted to it's not like grabbing yourself, but it's proof that society is there to support and someone else is getting inspired. To be honest, I never used to get awards before joining NatWest. That means we have a very strong community here at NatWest where we women in technology within NatWest we nominate each other. That's how it started when I nominate one of my colleague who I feel is outstanding, and when they nominated me. And when we saw that we were finalists, definitely there is a scope that for many of the awards I did self-nominate because no one else know more than who am I. So when I collected those points and nominated, it was out of like 20 awards at least. It's surprising for me to know that I am getting shortlisted for so many awards, which to be honest I have that I always had feeling I'm never enough, I'm not doing well. But when I did put forward and I'm getting enough traction, I'm getting a continuous job offers and awards. It is a very great thing. And for me personally, getting award or even shortlisted, it will give yourself a pat. Yes, you are doing great. You have to continue doing it. Never just look back on yourself that you are just there for money. Everyone wants that appreciation, so that's the main point. And to be honest, our career is going to grow with the awards. um, Out of five women who have got a award, they are the one who is going to get interviewed and getting the job, because the award judges are quite, it's a competitive word, and when they are selecting they have seen something that they feel it is worth making her a winner this time. It really means a lot and have a definitely positive impact on your career.
I love that. And thank you for that boost because, yeah, I've recently been shortlisted for one award in our industry, Anjali. You know, the Women's Recognition Awards, which you have won.
Yeah, yeah.
What year did you win?
So I won this year
Yeah.
for my in later life lending because I support for the business for later life within a bank and have worked mostly throughout my life for financial institutes,
Yeah,
helping.
that was epic. And I was a finalist as well this year for the yeah, I didn't win. My category was Entrepreneur of the Year, and unfortunately, I didn't win that. Last year, I was also shortlisted for Spokesperson of the Year. Didn't win. I was a finalist. Didn't win. Um, And then the year before that, or the year before that, I was also a finalist. So I've been a finalist 3 times at the Women's
Wow.
Recognition Awards. Never won, but honoured that. Yeah, that I one was nominated because I didn't apply myself. Two, I'm so insanely proud that I was even a finalist. Like to be nominated is just great, but then to be a finalist is even that feels like a win
Incredible.
already. It's an
Definitely.
incredible achievement. But no, I've not brought home a trophy. And now I'm also shortlisted for another 2 awards. Again, Entrepreneur of the Year and AI Visionary in another event. I haven't been to that event yet, so I don't know what the outcome is at the time of recording this. But yeah, I do put myself forward if I've been nominated. But you're right, you've just reminded me that I'm not putting myself forward enough for awards. I'm only really like the universe is listening all the time, right? So I'm not putting
Definitely.
myself for awards. So I'm kind of telling the universe like I don't want it. I don't need it. But then I get nominated and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do it, you know?
Yeah. So I definitely universe is with us. So I always do affirmations, and I had to draw some pictures like a template of an award. For example, this one, when I draw, then in the reality I actually got something when I had to get a winning award of like woman in tech, little life lending. I was drawing the pictures in the papers and just sticking around me, and at the end
Wow.
I see that, and I really thought, does it work? Am I confident enough? Have I even done anything great to win it? But blindly you believe in yourself and just request. We should order the universe like a menu card. So that's what I've been doing, and it's like a magically it's working around. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, obviously, the give it talking about the menu card. The chef at my universe must not be in the kitchen at the moment because I did frame. So my finalist card came through. You know, the Women's Recognition
Yeah.
Awards.
Yeah.
So the it came through the post, and I put it in a frame, and then I did videos, and I shared my journey, and I shared, you know, how proud I was. So I feel like this year I gave the award a lot more love and attention. I really do. I've got a vision board back here as well in my
Yeah.
office,
Yeah.
if you can see it. And I do feel like I manifested it, but I just don't feel like it's the right time for me. You know, the universe knows what's right for you and it will know when it's right. And also, I do still fundamentally believe deep down, and maybe this is why the universe is listening. I don't think it is. This is me challenging because I am so proud of your awards. I'm so in awe of what you've done. But I have to be honest, I do not think awards change who I am or make me better because that's why I have this I don't need an award attitude. And
Exactly.
therefore, the universe isn't going to give it to me because I do believe that. I do believe the award because I'm already doing so. For example, the Women's Recognition Awards. Look at what I'm doing for the women and recognizing them. I
Mhm.
recognize them every single week. I don't need an award to be
Definitely.
to be to prove that I'm part of the community or to give myself any self-worth.
Yeah.
I release for the last 2 years. I've interviewed over 100 women in the mortgage and property and construction space. I've released an episode every single week, almost without fail, because sometimes there's glitches, but every week we have been consistent. And I didn't need a trophy for that. I'm doing it anyway. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's I respect every single one of your trophies and awards, but for anyone listening thinking, oh well, I'm obviously not trying hard enough and I haven't got all the accomplishments, I personally say I haven't got all the trophies and awards, but I still feel like I'm making a massive difference in the industry and a huge impact. So it's you decide. You can do it yourself, right?
I 100% agree. We are all winners. When we think in our mind we are winners, that's when it is. And the manifestation or any achievement for that matter, it is not going to happen just overnight. I've been thinking
Mm.
about this for more than a year. Now it is coming to a positive note. Considering that every one of us is a winner, either it's like a housewife or they are a working woman. We all have our own stories to tell, But until and unless we decide to tell it, no one is gonna know.
Yes,
It's a transparency.
exactly.
Yeah, we have to
Yes,
say what
girl.
we are doing.
Yes. I mean, I don't know if you've been following what I do and what I do, but I always talk about, personal branding and putting yourself out there and telling your story. People are like, oh, I just want to go on social media and get leads. But actually, the clients who really understand the power of putting yourself out there don't just get leads, they elevate their income with other multiple income streams because they've become authors or they've become speakers or they've started hosting events, all because they've put themselves out there, or they've gone for awards, or they've created a new business and a new partnership with somebody else. It's not just post something and get recognition or
Yeah.
post something and become famous. It is about growing your career and elevating yourself. So yeah, if you don't tell your story, who is? Like, so true. Now, you want to empower women in tech, and you are a solid mentor and a loyal leader when it comes to supporting women in STEM. So you've helped through organizations such as Catalyst and Ananya. Is that how you
Yes.
say it?
Yeah.
Ananya, and also,
Shreyansh.
how'd you say it?
Shreyansh.
Shreyash.
Yeah.
Okay. And thank you for that. And you want to help the next generation. So how are you doing that?
Time is a real problem because I have two kids, 2 year, 8 year, with a full time job is very demanding. Considering the site reliability engineering is always a new space that we are keep working, developing AI ops observability with, because I live in London with very minimum support from my family and very less help from anyone here. So, but what I feel is, if I would have never been in this situation when my mentors never believed in me and I never got any scholarships, or they made my life. So it is my duty now to make someone else's life better than what it is. So at least I dedicate 30 minutes. If they are per week or 1 hour per week, that is my way of giving back, because I believe in karma. When we give, we always attract positive people. Just the way that I'm mentoring young STEM or someone who wants to come back to industry, I have attracted the right mentors as well for me, who are directors, MDs, and even executive level. So I believe always when we give back without expecting, we are gonna get it back from the universe, because that's account that we have created, just like saving account. So that motivates me, and everyone has the way of giving back. This is the time is one of the most important thing that I feel. I value it. I try to automate everything to save my time. So I dedicate that time to someone. Someone's coming to me and asking, I'm so happy that they believe my skill and knowledge is validated. And it's just not like I'm giving, learning from my mentees as well. Because when they are young, they have a lot of things to teach me, a lot of industrial standards. How is the interview? One of my mentees, she got placed in an organization, which made me believe that I have got the job itself. The way, the joy that they bring to my table is immense, and I'm sure that everyone needs mentor and mentee. It's like we have to help each other, especially women in tech and in STEM. We need a hand.
Yes, I love that you are such a money honey spirit. That's the spirit of the money honey, which is about giving back. We call that positive pollination. That's our mantra. That's what we say. And for example, people have been on this show and they've had new followers, or they've had new messages from people saying thank you, or they've even had leads and business off the back of it. Not that that's the purpose, but I had a text from a guest saying, oh my gosh, off the back of the podcast, I've had someone message me saying, can you mentor me, like a consultancy? How do I repay you? And I was like, no, that is the magic. The repayment is the positive pollination, because you've come onto
Yeah.
the show and you've given this show great value and content, someone else is benefiting, then that person will benefit and pass it on and on and on and on. And that's the power of positive pollination. So yeah,
Definitely.
that's why we value so much of your presence here today, because your mindset is inspiring and your achievements are outstanding. So we couldn't be prouder to have you on the show. I'd love to have you back at some point in the future if you want to highlight any particular stories, adventures, or projects that you're working on. But for now, what thoughts and prayers or ideas would you like to leave the audience with? What would you like them to think as your last thoughts?
For me, either it is mentorship or a career, or it might be the work that we do. We always should be in a state that it can be scalable. For example, when I do mentoring, I make sure the people I mentor are gonna mentor someone else. Maybe they are their juniors in the school, or if I'm mentoring someone who's coming back from the maternity leave, they mentor someone else in the future that in the same situation. Even in the tech, when we demonstrate some proof of concept, then the rest of the team can pick up easily. So this is the legacy that we have to make sure that just not us, because one person can't change the world, but all of us, the community, especially women in tech or women in business, we all can make it so positive, support each other, and we can see an immense um, change, positive impact. So that's my last word. Thank you so much for this opportunity. This means a lot to me, um,
Oh,
because women needs to talk, and some women maybe they can inspire. We never know.
absolutely, Anjali. And you've done a lot to inspire here today. You've definitely given us a new perspective on awards. You've given us a new perspective on like mindset and manifestation. But um, just before we go, I didn't want to finish like this actually, because I feel like you've given a lot today. Is there anything, Anjali, that you've put on a very brave face today? You're here saying, yes, lovely awards, yes, lovely career, yes, I'm a mentor. Is there anything Anjali struggles with?
I'm struggling each and every day, to be honest. Life is very challenging. When you have to do everything, either it's a motherhood, I have a 2-year-old kid, which is like I have to be on time to pick him. That's after 15 minutes, I have to go and pick him. My husband is support, it's a great support system. But coming from Indian culture, women have to lead both working as well as at home, cleaning, cooking. We have to manage. Either we have to pay for our budgets or rents or including tuitions. Everything is coming to women, and we feel proud about it. The most challenging thing is how do you balance between your work and your kids when they're ill, and the project is also quite going alive. It's immense challenge, but we have to take one at a time. I have many times I have broken down into tears, and I've felt like should I be giving up on my job, because obviously I can't give up on the family. Kids are there, they are so lovely, but no, we should never be yeah, everyone have that bad moment, but we have to always come back. So I learned to say time for double happiness when there is something wrong or I'm feeling very low. Then I just listen to some positive notes, talk to people who have helped me, mentors, or it might be even my mother, or ladies who are inspired, who are doing this. To be honest, at NatWest, all of the executive co-chair members, the ladies, or it might be even men, they have been so supportive. I can even go to executive CTO. They are so lovely that they're so ground to earth. They have the time to communicate with you and inspire you, and they want you to be in the industry, because women have to be financially independent. Just the moment should not kill them. They should be able to come back. Everyone has that bad spirit, but how speed you can come back to normal and win the word does matter. So yeah, I agree. I have broken through many times, but the people have pulled me. I'm so grateful to have that kind of support system. So that's why I'm here to maybe offer the same help to women who may come in the same situation as me, who need that help.
That is so touching, and thank you for opening up and being honest, because it's easy to say, yes, I've got these awards, I've got these trophies, and I've got this amazing career, and I didn't want to end that there, because actually I realized, although we're quite short on time and I really want to, because I know you need to pick up your kids and everything, I just really wanted to highlight that point that even through the awards and, the reality still hits you. And actually those awards are just literally on that stage. You were only there for like 25 seconds collecting your award and then off. That was just 25 seconds of glory for a lifetime of ups and downs and struggles and breakdowns, like you said. So yeah, you have to look at your life in the full picture, not just in the trophies. And you can put that in your bio, you can put that in your CV, but your family really do understand what you've been through. So thank you so much for sharing your story with us, Anjali. For everybody who would like to connect with you or find you, what's the best way to do that?
I think they can connect to me via LinkedIn. I'm always
Yeah,
there to help them. Either they want leadership or advocacy. I do a lot of advocacy for the organizations and mentorship for people who are in need. I've always done it for the social cause, so no cost at all.
love
Uh,
it.
but yeah, if they are ready to help someone else, that's the fees, isn't it? Because that can create ecosystem where we help each other. And by the way, I love your name, which indicates a rose, which is nothing but a life is just not the petals soft, but also
Oh,
the thorns
the
which comes with
thorns.
it. We have to accept it as it is and deal with it. Yeah, throne has its
Yeah,
own place, it protects it. However, the petals are so soft. At the end, we can enjoy the life as it
yeah.
comes.
Yeah, you're so right. Yeah, the name Rosalia, there's the rose, and then I think Aliyah means like God or,
Yes.
like that kind of godly. Yeah, so
Mhm.
I think my name is very accurate in terms of like that soft petal and that pretty flower, but then, there's that thorn there as well because. Life is delicate. It really is delicate. And also, you have to be strong. You have to protect yourself. You have to protect. That's how I see the thorns. It sounds a bit deep and psychological, but it's not like I've created thorns around me. But that's survival mechanisms, isn't it? That nature shows us how it survives out there. The reason they have thorns or rough edges or things like that, like it's to protect them from being eaten. And it's just so spooky how that is true also in real life. Like it's weird. But that's just nature. So I love that visual and that analogy. So thank you for sharing that with me. And thank you to everyone tuning in again, watching the show, listening, sharing. That is your contribution to positive pollination. Just one share, one like. That for me is enough to know that this has made an impact to one person today. We're not trying to become famous. We're not, this is not a money making podcast. It isn't yet. I mean, we are looking for sponsors because we would like to keep the show going. But again, not because this is my business and this is not my profit. This is my contribution to the industry. And so if you would like your brand, by the way, anyone listening, if you want your brand associated with this community, with this network and with this message, and you want to be part of the show from a sponsor perspective, then just ask. Like, please just come along and say, hey, Roz, I've heard that you're doing this. Do we fit the bill? And I really want to work with the sponsor, right? I don't want to just like get money and a logo. That's not what sponsorship is for me. Sponsorship is about bringing a bigger audience and a wider community and more visibility on these women like Anjali that are doing amazing things in our life, in our mortgage space and finance. So thank you again. Let's tune in to the next show. Please make sure you subscribe so you can catch the next episode. Thank you, Anjali. Have a lovely week.
Thank you so much. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye.